Hey y'all, we're back with another episode of Girls Spill That Tea. I'm Ashley.
I'm CC.
And I mean, sure.
And today we're going to talk about a huge topic. We're going to talk about mental health impact in our culture, which is, like I said, it's a huge topic. So we're going to focus a little bit more on the impact and the stigma behind mental health, and just going to go right into it. So I feel like mental health is your overall well being, it's your emotional, it's your psychological, and it's your social well being. With mental health is I feel like it's a slippery thing in our culture, in other cultures, not just our culture. Little disclaimer, but I'm speaking from our culture because obviously that's where I am. That's
Right.
all I know. But I feel like growing up, it was a thing that our mental health wasn't as important or wasn't taken as seriously. I feel like now that has significantly changed. We're able to seek help and not be seen as being weak. We're able to talk about our feelings more, and all sorts of things that we weren't able to do or feel safe doing back then. What do you ladies think? What do you think mental health is, and how important is it to you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Oh,
Mm.
We're gonna get right
Scale
into
from
it.
1 through 10. Mental
Yeah.
right.
health is high. You
I
need
about to
you
say it should be
at
beyond
least a
10.
good a 9, 10. Yeah, because you
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
need mental health is something you don't play with. Like you when especially when it comes to work, just family life, anything. That's something you don't want to like because that can really break you down. That can get you into the hospital. That can make you
Mm-hmm.
sick. It can do so many things, and people don't think it can be that serious, but it can be really, really serious.
Right.
Like you can have a mental breakdown, like and it's like real bad. So like working, I could say work. Work is one thing that's a hindrance that can make like your mental
Mm-hmm.
health.
Yes.
That be
Yes.
stressed from it all along. Like them
Yes.
working you, overworking you, not getting paid enough. You struggling on with the bills you got. It works its way into your household. The bills because they're not paying you enough, but they
Mm-hmm.
overworking you. Then you got to turn back around and go home and do this with your family. You got to do that. You got to cook, clean, do this, and do it all over. And then you still get in this whole. And at your work, they still badgering you by doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a tear on your body, a tear on you.
Right.
So when it comes to work, PTO, use your mother loving PTO, okay?
Yes.
They will
Yes.
be okay. As they say,
Yes.
prepare the others, okay?
Yes.
Use that PTO, okay?
Oh shit! I
Don't
never
let
heard
that
of that.
PTO that said don't make your if your supervisor say you can't go take off. Forget what they say. Take that. If you
Mm-hmm.
need that day off, take it off. Don't
Period.
let them make you seem like you're gonna lose. If you lose your job, something better's coming.
Right.
Believe
Pretty
that.
much.
Don't let them make you seem like you have to come to work. If you know you
Mm-hmm.
have to take a break and you need a day or two off, take your day. Because at the
Right.
end of the day, you're going to regret that not taking them 2 days. And then it might start showing, and then you might at work start slacking, and they like, oh, well, you're not doing it. And then they end up might firing you because you know you needed them 2 days. So
You needed a break.
take them.
Mm-hmm.
You need that break. So
Yes.
when it comes to work wise, use that PTO, do what you supposed, and then if you think they're not doing like if you know that this ain't the job for you, go find something else. It's
Right.
it's like you. Some people are stuck in their job. Like this is what I'm gonna do. Where I'm gonna find my money. What I'm gonna do. Da, da, da,
Mm-hmm.
da. It's gonna be hard, but your mental health is much better
Much more important.
than a damn job.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Period.
That's my
Period.
thing.
And we know you live by that.
And do
She'd be like, I'm ready to go.
I gotta go. Girl, I'm
As
trying
you
to tell
should.
y'all. I tell you, like I said, I'm not mental. I'm in the health insurance field, and I try to tell you, I don't stay in a position no more than a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding a new position, even if it's within the same company. I'm finding a new position because I get bored, and when I get bored, I start slacking, and I don't want to do nothing.
Right.
So I know me, and I know that if I don't do something, if I don't go find me a new position, I'm gonna get bored. I'm not gonna be doing the work, and I'm gonna lose my job at the end of the day because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Because I already know
Right.
the job. I know what to do. So
Right.
like they could call me. a half hour before and say like, "Oh, Tamisha, I need this thing done by tomorrow." I could be done in 20 minutes because I already know what the hell I'm doing
Right.
compared to somebody else. So that I need to be challenged, I guess you could say. I'm somebody that needs to be challenged. But back to the mental health part, we ain't gonna talk about that. But it's just, I just know me, mental health wise, I can't stay in one job for a long period of time, one position. So I have to
Period.
move because I will go crazy.
Period.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. That's for work, y'all. But go ahead. Anybody else?
CC, Sean.
Mine, like I said, I think mental health is a 10, especially for me, because, like, all right, so a lot of y'all, like, these ladies know, but a lot of y'all may not know. I had a stroke back in 2020, like the end of 2019, 2020. So I think it was a lot going on. I had just lost like 2 aunts. Family friend passed. Nephew had just passed not too long ago, like 2 years before that. So it was like, once you get over that, it was another one. And it was another one. And I was just like going through the motions, doing what it was that I was supposed to do. But apparently, like, stress takes a toll. Like, so with sickle cell, stress can definitely, like, I think with anybody, stress will send you to the hospital. Your blood pressure, arteries, clots, everything. But with this, it can be like, oh, you can stress yourself into pain. You can stress yourself into, what I would say, obviously, is a stroke because it was just too much going on. And I didn't know I was having one because I was just like, huh? But then when I found out, I was just like, oh, I have to take this a little bit more. I can't just like go through it and get past it. I gotta go through it, get past it, go through it, get past it, go through it, get past it, not let it just build up. And then once everything comes to a head, try to get past it.
Right.
So
that's me.
That's why I think it's a 10 because with that. And then you still got other stuff going on. Because, like, when you have sickle cell, it's not like it stops you from living life. I'm married. I have a son. So, it's just like you got that part of your life. Then you got the wife part of your life. Then you got the mom part of your life. And then you got you. And those are all things they all come with different mental health struggles. Like, with becoming a parent, you get postpartum. Like, when you get married, you struggle with what it is that you're supposed to do as a wife. Because certain things do change, not too much change, I think, once you really get married, if that's your person. But certain things, it's a different lifestyle. When you become a parent, it's a different lifestyle. When you become a husband or a wife, it's a different lifestyle. When you become, like when you're in a new job, that's a different part of a life that you have to now insert. So I think all of that, it's definitely important. You got to figure out ways to tie all of that in and still make time for you because that's where the mental health comes in. Like, you got to be like, all right, I can step away from all of this and just woosah for a minute. So, it's hard. It's hard. It's far and few in between because, like with me, my job is a stay-at-home mom. I don't get PTO.
Right.
I don't get PTO. So,
you need it.
Days I don't feel good, I still gotta show up. Days I do feel good, I still gotta show up. Days I don't feel like it, still gotta show up. Can't nobody cover my shift because you only get one mother. So
nobody definitely can't cover the shift.
Can't nobody cover your shift. Like, you can train people.
Not
Hey,
like
you gotta be changed. You gotta be fed. You gotta be washed. You gotta be this. But can't nobody replace
do it like you.
Can't nobody do it like you. Exactly. So. Yeah. For me, that's why it's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10.
Yes. What about you, CC?
Mine's a 10 as well. I'm pretty sure y'all know by now I'm the one with the most children. And they're all in different ages. So you got the oldest, then you got the youngest, then you have a husband, then you got work, you got family. So, yeah, it's a 10 because it does take a lot. It takes a whole lot. And then me being who I am, I'm more of I will put them before me. So that's where it's like my mental is drained. So by the end of the day, when I'm like, all right, cool, I'm put some music on. I'm gonna think, but then it's like I don't even want to do that. Like I don't know. I just want to just lay here. I just
Exactly.
like ugh.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even want to listen to nothing. I don't
By
want
the
to hear
time you
nobody's
have time
voice.
You don't want to hear no noise.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Energy
hear
for you.
nothing. I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to hear myself breathe. Like that's. I just want to hear nothing.
Right.
Like it's just it do be a lot, but we gotta find it though, because it's like mental health. I'm seeing nowadays left and right, from TikTok to celebrities to just normal people, like just taking their life just for the hell of it,
Yes.
for someone not listening to them, or someone not being there, or someone not seeing the signs of that. I'm crying out for help without saying I
Yep.
need
That
help.
burnout. That's
So
what it
it's
is.
like
You burnt out.
if you don't recognize those type of things, because I don't see myself ever doing it. Thank God I don't. But it's like you just never know what could take me to that point. Not saying that I would never. I want to get there, because hell no, I don't. But you just don't know, because there's the people who just passed away. We don't know what was going on. Even our own family members is like, I've never seen it. They always talk to me, and every time I ask them, like how we said in one of our last podcasts, where we saying how we ask our husbands they are right, and then they just say, yeah, we good.
Say I'm fine.
But how do we really know if they really good?
Right.
Like, how do you know? That's why I said, like Shy said, you got to get to know your person. You got to get to know your friends. You got to get to know them. By Meech can tell me, yeah, I'm good. Bitch, stop lying. No, you're not.
I know when something,
Right, I
something
know when
bothering
something's
you.
wrong. Like, because Shy would get on the phone and be like, yeah, I'm good. Shy. Oh, okay. Yeah, and my eyes is purple, but you good. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, no. So it's this, you just gotta, it's just finding the balance for it. But yeah, mental health is definitely beyond 10.
It's beyond 10 for
Yeah,
sure.
you know.
Beyond 10.
I knew if I knew that. What was the other day, Cece? And he was talking to you, and y'all was like, "You need a hug. You just need a hug." And she needed the hug.
I was like,
"That's the way you
yes.
was talking." Because she wasn't talking to us; she was talking to the kids. You know how somebody's talking to somebody else, and you could just hear
You
it
can
in their
hear
tone.
it in their tone.
Yeah.
And you be like, "Yeah, something not
Because
right."
like I will come on, like, I will come on
Overstimulated.
FaceTime, hee ha ha. But then the moment that I go talk to somebody else, you be like, oh,
Are you alright?
Right.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm
That's-
right with her.
So it's like you gotta know, but yeah, it's sad though when you think about it. Like
It is
mental
sad.
health, how it has been on affecting other people though.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sad. That's why I always tell my kids, I don't care what it is. Just like how when Ash made that TikTok about her daughter, I really meant when I said in that comment. I'm that parent that I don't want to hear it,
I'll be like,
but then I want to
But I'll be
hear it because, like you said, like it's like, did she really just tell me? Like,
right.
why would you
never
tell
have
me
told
that?
my
I
mom
didn't
that.
want to hear that.
Right. Like, you went a little
But then
far.
when you think about it, you're like, no,
Yeah.
I do want to hear it
Yeah.
because I don't want you to be that child where I get this letter and I go walk in your room and then I see my child is under lock. Like I don't want that
Yeah.
because
Oh,
I don't.
God,
I know my mental is going to be done for it. You might as well go ahead and just
Jesus.
put me in the home with the
Yeah,
white
just go on
Cause
and
I'm-
kill
Red
me.
milk.
Go ahead because I'm done.
I want to take me
'Cause
with
there's-
her. I'm done.
There's no way because that's
Take
why
me
I
to the
said
king,
that
honey.
that TikTok really was something that should be
Yeah.
an eye opener for a lot of parents to say, you know, I may not want to hear what my child is saying, but you never know. You could be their voice of person.
Yes.
So
Yep.
just sitting down and letting them say whatever crazy mess they about to tell you, wait later down the line and just be like, did my child really tell me that? But in their face be like, I'm here for you, baby.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes.
You gotta tell the truth though, but don't do it to the point where they're like, I ain't telling my mom nothing
Right.
else.
That was a skit, but that's literally how it be. I'll be like, girl, what the hell was you talking about? You can't tell me this. Or can you? Like,
Or can
I don't
you?
know. I'm like, wait a minute. Did you be saying? I'm like, I'm not with your little friends, but what they say? What tell me?
Right.
Like, so I know.
I would
the kids'
rather
names.
know
I know they.
than
I
not
know
know.
everything.
Yes, I
know
want
all
to
the
know.
rules.
It's not that I don't want to know everything, but it's like
Know
I
everything.
kind of want to know everything.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, well, what happened with such and such today, or what? Did y'all have that on?
me with Lily. Oh my god! I'm like, girl, what happened to that girl at school that you said that did this
Right.
and did that? She be like, I'm like, well, you told me, so now I'm into it. I
Yeah,
want to
she's
know.
like, well, she fake. I'm like, well, don't be hanging around her. You ain't supposed to be
That be
around
me.
here.
I'm
Because I
like,
knew
what
I
she
ain't trust
say?
her
She
from the
told you
beginning.
that you think is ugly. Girl, but you ain't ugly. Move on to the next. She ain't your friend.
All
Move
the
on.
drama in the world, child.
Listen, she be like, Mom, that's you ain't supposed to say that. Who ain't?
Right, child.
Your mom knows what's best, baby.
I be
Been
calling
there,
them
done
names
that.
too. Little kids. I'm sorry, kids.
Ashley,
but
what
for
about
me,
you?
yeah, for me, this hits a little different because mine recently came to a head. I think Shaw said came
Mm-hmm.
to a head, and I'm used to that. That's how I always dealt with stuff. It was a learned thing. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is how it always has been in my household and everything. I'm used to it. Just keep going, keep pushing,
Mm-hmm.
and then it don't matter what happened to you. It's just like I could talk about it because I guess I think you said Cece, like I could talk to my mom because she was there, but it was like I still felt like I couldn't talk to her about everything.
Right.
And then I'm the oldest. I feel like I gotta hold it together, and then I feel like
Right.
I'm
Be the
responsible
strong
for
one.
everybody, and
Right.
I gotta
That TikTok
keep it together. But
That
yes,
TikTok I just sent you.
yes, I'm responsible for everybody, so I can't not be okay. Even if it's on the surface. So for me, mental health is like you said, beyond a 10. I just realized because I had I think it was a panic attack like maybe a month or two ago, not even 2 months ago. I had one and I was scared to death because I never had it never hit me like this, and none of the stuff that I went through as a child or anything ever hit me like it did now in my 30s, because the 30s is a bitch. Okay. I feel like the stuff is going to hit you no matter if you try to ignore it or not.
Right.
And it's going to hit you at the least expected time, because I was engaged, I was planning a wedding and everything hit me at one time to the point where I could not ignore it no more. So I
Right.
had to say, like, even though I was, I'm like, I'm going to therapy and everything. Therapy is not the only thing that you need. You have to do the work outside of that, and you have to really look at yourself outside of that. I never put myself first. I never put myself first when I was a teenager, because I was a teenager, and my, mechanism or coping mechanism was to just run from everything. And I did that for so long until I got pregnant, had Samia, and then everything has been about her for the last 14 years. So I never had a time where it was about me. And now I'm trying to figure that out. That's why I don't know who I am at 33. I don't know who I am. I'm not ashamed to say that anymore, because it's like, at least I'm trying to find out. And one of my quotes on my new quote page, I said, it's not too late and you're not too old, period. Because it's never too late.
It's never too
I'm going
late.
to figure this out. Whether I was taught differently or not, I'm going to figure this out.
Right.
I feel like, all right, into my next question. Let's see. What messages about mental health were passed down in your family? Or like, what was it like growing up in your household? Like, was mental health a priority, or was it like second or third, second or last to other things like, bills and things like that? Because I feel like with me, it was not a thing. The
It wasn't a
emotional,
thing.
mental, it wasn't a thing. My mom
It
was,
wasn't a thing.
I'm gonna go first for sure. My
Go
mom
ahead.
was 14 when she had me. She was my current daughter's age right now. So it's very important for me to, you know, have that safe space for my daughter, because my mom didn't have that guidance. I hope she don't kill me for telling her business, but she didn't have that guidance, right? So me and my mom grew up together. We grew up together. My mom only 14 years older than me. I'm 33. Y'all do the math. Okay. And then there's 7 of us. 6 under me. So I've always been like a mother figure, as to my siblings, and I still am. So I'm used to being responsible for everybody and everything. My biggest responsibility is to just make sure that my daughter doesn't go down the same path that I went down. And it has that support, whether it's therapy, whether it's me, whether it's, whoever she feels comfortable talking to. I try to create that safe space for her, even though she know her mom is crazy, and I'm gonna say little things like, girl, please get the hell out of here, whatever. But she know me, and she know it's coming from a place of love.
Right.
But just having that, that safe space and that, that comfort or whatever. But it wasn't taught in my household, and I just thought to do differently with my child.
It's like
So-
breaking. I call that breaking generational curses.
Yeah.
Because that was me. My mom got pregnant with me at, I think it was either 18 or 19. I did the same exact thing. Got pregnant with Lily at 18, had her at 19.
Yep.
Lily's about to be 18. So what my mind goes to? Do everything but not to be a mommy and mama.
Yes. Yes.
So it's like you just prevent those things to not happen, because it's like, I want you to go live your life. I want you to have this, what I didn't have. I want you to go be able to explore the world. I would have been able to, because why? As soon as I finished high school, what happened? I got pregnant and had you and couldn't really do nothing. So I didn't get to explore the college life. I had to do community college. I want you to go experience the college life. I want you to have that. I don't want you to do community. I really, as much as I want her to stay home, but I want her to have the college life. I want her to have that, because I didn't get it. I want her to do that. Now, will she do it? It's all up to her. But I want her to make it to where she has that experience, to where she can say, "Mom, I did it." Like that's all I want to hear is mom, I did it. But it's like I don't want to be, oh, I can't do it because I had the baby. No, I don't want that for you. I don't want it, and I don't want it for my other two. I don't want it for none of them, to be honest with you. But I just call it breaking generational curses because I didn't grow up with a father. I didn't know mine until maybe 20 something, maybe early 30s or whatever the case may be. Wow. So the fact that my mother has, again, same thing like Ann said, Mom, don't get me, I'm just talking. My mom has never been married. So I only grew up with just my mother. See, that's why I said I want to break it to where I'm married.
Yes.
I have my children.
Your kids see that.
There is a mother and a father in the household. It ain't just a mother with, okay, she got this guy this week, or she got this guy next week, or, oh, Mom, what happened to Mr. Da-da-da-da-da? No, it's mommy and daddy. That's it. That's all. Right. I want to keep it. I never had it, so I pretty much want to give my kids something that I didn't have. So that, because that also goes back to the mental thing. You don't know what it does to the child when it has to go through all of that. That's a mental play. It's because I'm an adult, like Ashley said. I'm 30-something years old, and I'm trying to find out why am I here? Like, what am I here for? What am I here for? So it does play a mental thing on you, but like you said, you don't want your kids to go through the same thing, so you try to break it. And that is like something, and I know we shouldn't beat up ourselves about it, but that's what I beat myself up with, like, where I say, come talk to me. Come, because I didn't, like you said, I wanted to talk to my mom, but I didn't feel like she was actually listening.
I didn't feel safe.
2 other kids. Like, I just was like,
crazy.
Like, I was just like, Mom, are you listening to me, or you just got me sitting here, and then you just is going in one ear and out the other.
My mom was too occupied with
trying to keep a roof over
our head, clothes on our back, food in our mouth, so I wasn't going to burden her with my shit. That's how I felt. Honestly, she never made me feel like that, but I felt like that. It was like she had enough on her plate. Like you said, I had father figures in my life. Like, I had a stepdad and everything, and they was married, but it was just, he was in and out of jail. And even, child, that's a story for another day. But my representation of relationships is not the same as what I'm trying to create for my child. So I'm learning as I go. I didn't see that. What I saw is not what I want my daughter to see. So, you know, I'm learning that too. But go ahead, yo. I got a whole story to tell.
My side, say it was shown in my household.
Okay.
I was raised with mother and father in the household. I have 2 sisters, but when it comes to like mental, like my mom, it comes like she'll make sure like, oh, we have our little, let's go pamper ourselves, let's go get our nails done, let's go get our feet done. She makes sure we do stuff for ourselves. Like when it came to school, like of course we all went to school, but she made sure we go away. Like on our break, she makes sure we do stuff like different things. And I think it comes, when it comes down to a 2-parent household, is different.
Yes.
A single parent household.
It's very different.
Because like I noticed that like you said, you get that mother father love. Like you can see love, and you notice it because you in the household with someone that's married, they're in love, they're showing you the rights and wrong. And I thought I could come to my mom. I even thought I could go to my dad. Of course, I would go to my mom first, but it's just that you have both parents, you can go talk to them. And I do this, like, did put in you, like, you can take breaks. You can, like, go do something for yourself. You don't have to always run. To this day, my mom tells, like, come on, let's go away. Let's go take off. Let's go do this. That's, like, if you know my mom, you know my mom. That's Shelly Shell for you right
crazy.
There. So it's different. Like, it's like when it comes to a single parent, I guess, and I can't say it's different. It can be the same with 2 parents and 1 parent, because like I could say like David, his dad and his mom, they weren't married. They didn't live together, but he had both of them in his life. He was with his mom. He was with his dad. So when it came together, but then his dad got married, so he then had a stepmother in life. So he did witness the marriage in the house and stuff like that. So it all depends on the stipulations.
The situation.
Because some people might not live with mom and dad, but mom and dad are in their life. So it all depends. But yeah, I'd say in my household, yes, it was shown mental health.
Okay.
Show you how and I was able to go speak to them, tell them stuff like that. Now, did I all the time? No. But when I did want to, I did.
Okay. That's good.
So,
Yeah, sure.
all right, with me, it's like I had similar. So Misha's just speaking on like my mom, my dad weren't married, but my mom was married to my brother's dad when they were in the military. So I didn't see me and my brother 13 years apart. Like my mom had me in her 30s.
Mhm.
I was an accident. So no, it's okay. But
Stop it.
I can't stand them.
Stop it.
listen, me and my cousin used to have this joke like, who is about to have their kids 13 years apart and pregnant at 34 or 30 something like that. I was like,
Jesus.
she was like, no. I said, okay.
Oh my God.
But it was like, so they weren't married, but my dad was very much, I don't remember a part of my life where my dad wasn't there. So it was like, he lived right around the corner. If I get my report card, I'm going to go show my dad. I get sick, I'm going to call my dad. It's just, well, my mom would call him just because, like, at first I was, like, real young. But it was very much, I saw how even if y'all not together, how a man is supposed to show up for his child. And I think I got that, but like I know a couple of my siblings didn't.
Mm.
And I can't speak on that per se because I was born when I was born, y'all were born when y'all were born. Y'all mothers are y'all mothers, my mother is my mother. My mom just so happened to live around the corner from my dad. Like my whole life, we all lived in South Philly. So it's like I'ma see him. Like I'm walking home, I'ma see him. I'm going to school, I'ma see him. So it was like I had the best of both worlds, but as far as the mental health, I did see differentials. Like my mom, strong black woman. That's just what I saw. That's how I know to move. Because I'm like, I know you had to be going through some shit back in the day. But I didn't know that until I was an adult. I would have never knew half the stuff my mom probably went through. Because she still didn't like, she never bashed my dad. Never, at least not to me. Whether she had conversations with her sisters on the phone, like, this nigga. But to me, because she didn't want me to have any resentment towards him or anything like that. So I was like, okay, cool. I can dig it. I respect my mom for that because a lot of women don't do that nowadays. You out here on the internet bashing your baby dad. You on the internet bashing your ex-husband. You out here in the streets talk to the wrong people about the wrong things. So as far as mental health, I know I could go to my mom for sure. My dad was raised in a different time. He don't know nothing about taking care of your mental health, checking on your kids outside of y'all live, y'all fed, y'all clothes, bills paid. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a father. Because that's all they were supposed to do. Everything else, all the emotions, you go to your mom. Your problems, especially if you're a girl, you go to your mom.
You gonna go to your mom, right?
Because there's only so much he's gonna have input for. So, like when it came to my mom was always like, "Oh, girl, you can tell me anything. Like I'm not one of your little friends, but if it's something that's important to you, just know I will always listen. I won't judge you. We will figure it out together." Because, like, she didn't have me, like, young. So she didn't initially start talking about, like, sex and stuff. Because my mom knew I was a tomboy. I was a tomboy till I was about 16. Like, right before I got with my now husband. So it was more so, I ain't got to worry about that. But I had cousins that had kids young. And around that time, we had 16 and pregnant and teen mom and all these things that were popping up and kind of glorifying and not really showing the mental health of it all. It's just like, oh yeah, she had a baby and now she on TV making money. That's what the show was putting out. and then you show glimpses of them crashing out, and you just be like, oh, that's because you a teen mom, and oh, that's because you did. No, it's other stuff in there of why even they are in this situation. How did they get here? What happened? Is it just a way of that just happened and that's what happened? Or I know towards the end of the show, I think they canceled it because they realized that there were teens out there trying to get pregnant so they can get on this show. So that's another part of mental health that people don't talk about. You just think just because you see something on TV, it's all fine and dandy, and you can do that, and I can do that, and da-da. No, you got to take care of yourself mentally, and it's your responsibility when you're older, but it's supposed to be somewhere rooted from you. Even if it's not in your family, it should be something you get from a sense of community or something you've seen somebody do. Like my grandma was married when she was... I gotta close that window, y'all. I'm cold, so if I keep shivering. My grandma got married at 16. They from down south.
Jesus.
So back in the... My grandma about to be 90. So I brag on that age.
Wow.
So she got married at
Look at
16.
that.
Her first child was born at 17. And then I think it was like a 2 to 3 year in between each one. So, but that was the way it was back then. It was just like, hey, you out here, you about to get married, you had kids. Da, 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 da. So I seen what I didn't see from my mom because I wasn't around when she was married. And I know now that my mom probably needed somebody to pay like closer attention to her her mental health when she was younger because she lost her husband in the army. So you have plans to go get married and stuff like that because she found out she was like pregnant, but they were already married when she got pregnant, and she was about to move on base. And as she packing to move on base and stuff, one day MPs come to her door and she's just like, huh? Fuck is you talking about?
Damn.
So I was like,
Oh, she didn't even have your brother before.
my brother never met his dad.
Oh,
Dang.
God. Oh, that's so traumatic.
So I'm like, how the fuck you make it through? Strong black woman. And it's just like you find the strength as a mother to do what it is you got to do. Because I had a traumatic experience when I was pregnant. You gonna find that motherfucking strength as a mother to do what you got to do for your child. It's because it's no longer about you. But with that in postpartum, honey, nothing but God. Nothing but God. Because I don't even know how. And I don't know if it was like talked about what my grandma and her sisters talked about her. And I know they just wrapped her in love. And because what else can you do? Come on, we're going to go to church. We're going to pray about it. You know, we got you. We got him, my brother. Of course, you miss your father growing up. And you miss him at like graduation, sporting events. Because my brother, he did his damn thing in school. So I know it's certain things that you miss out on, but he did have good father figures in the family who never let him feel like he was, left out?
Like without.
Exactly. So
That's good.
I think mental health needs to be talked a lot more.
A lot more about.
Because I don't think it was as prevalent as it is today. Like, well, we know it wasn't. Because, like, now it's certain things that we see in this generation. We were like, okay. So, like, if you have kids that's on the spectrum. Or just anywhere. Because I have, like, I have a couple cousins that are on the autistic spectrum. So, like, before, you be like, oh, you do therapy when you go through something. Da-da-da. But now we know about occupational therapy, recreational therapy. Just stuff to help regulate you and not just, oh, you're crazy, you need to talk to somebody. Nah, your brain is a very big place. Whether or not you can unlock it all, understand it all, it's a lot that goes on up there. So now we know what we didn't know before, but it's very important And it's not necessarily just because of what happened beforehand that we know it's very important. It's just because we see it now. We see examples in other people that,
We seeing
this
the
helped me.
effects.
And,
The effects,
exactly.
the
Now you know
impact.
why it's beneficial
Mhm.
to do it, not just when you need help, when you need regulation, when you need a second opinion.
Right.
Shit. So, yeah, I think it's important for shit
Yes.
show. To
Mental health is
definitely have somebody
important.
that you're gonna always go to and talk to about stuff because
You
Yeah,
need it.
you need it for
You need
sure.
I feel like my mom was she was in survival mode because when you said Tamisha that like the 2-parent household is like, you know, you got the best of both worlds thing. I think that is true, but I feel like it could be a little different with the one parent. Like if you had the one parent that's, you know, they healthy, they taking care of their mental health, they put themselves first and things like that. You think that's selfish as a parent to put yourself first, but I'm realizing now that you have to, because if you're not good, you're not going to be able to be there for your kid how you should be.
Right.
And my therapist said something to me about what did she say? Like we're taught what she say we're taught strength before rest. And that
Okay.
stuck with me because that was me. Like that was a lot of our reality, honestly. We taught strength before rest. That's why when you was talking about your mom like prioritizing self-care days and like going away and stuff like that. My mom doesn't do it the same because she was in survival mode. So like
Right.
going on a vacation was like not even on the tape, you know, not even a question because you got to make sure we have food and
Food,
you know
right.
things like that. If you had that other partner in the picture, maybe
Right.
it would have been
It's
different.
different,
But then
exactly.
your mental health is like bottom of the barrel out of that. Like
Mm-hmm.
you trying to worry about how you and your kids going to survive. So the last thing on your mind is like how
mental
I'm
health.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sha said something about she didn't know about, you know, a lot of things that her mom went through until she was older, or still don't know. But my mom actually shared a lot of things with us as we got older, and I would have never known. Like you said, you find that strength for your kids somewhere. And my mom is Muslim, and she says a law. If she didn't have a law, she would not be here because the upbringing that she had, it not even just mental health. It wasn't no type of care about any of that stuff. Not mental
Right.
health, not even needs that. So she grew up thinking like, let me at least provide my kids what I didn't have. Meaning like the things that we didn't, like the things that she didn't have. She didn't have the emotional safety or the mental safety either, but she also didn't have the basic necessities. So she was like, I'm going to make sure my kids have that and more. And I feel like those things really affect your kids when you have so many unresolved traumas and you're just trying to keep chucking along and stuff like that. Not only are you teaching your kids these things, but you're also those traumas that you have. You're raising kids like this.
Yeah.
So
right.
it's you're not going to be able to just avoid those things. Those things are going to affect your kids in some way. So and I feel like it did affect us in a lot of ways. Even though she felt like she was taking care of us by taking care of our necessities or whatever. I feel like mental health is also a necessity. But I seen this quote. It said, it was like a question. It's like, how do we honor their resilience without repeating their silence? And it was like talking about the slave mentality. That's a whole nother topic because that will take us left. But yeah, it really had me thinking like, we can be strong, whatever that means, and the strong and the strength is everything that we were taught that it was, but it doesn't mean that you're weak for seeking help. It doesn't mean that it looks differently for us than it does for like you said, Shaw, with your dad. Like it's unheard of to talk about like your feelings or anything. A lot of men, it's unheard of to talk about how they feel because this is what they taught from little boys. They don't. You're not going to just unlearn something that you have been taught your whole life.
Right.
And I even know with David, he always said like his dad, and I know with his dad is like he taught to be a strong man and you work, you provide and all. Yeah, but you still have to tap into your mental health. You still have to make sure you're good on the inside because you're not going to be able to be of service to to your family and to your loved ones as much until you take care of you.
Exactly.
I'm learning that now. All right, my last question because I had a lot of questions.
Yeah.
We didn't get to them but my last quick question. This is a big topic, so I tried to narrow it down. But my last question is, it's kind of like a two-part. What's one thing that you had to unlearn about mental health, and also paired with a generational curse that you want to break for your kids, or have broken for your kids, or something like that. So it's kind of like a two-part question. But what's one thing you would say? Because
You want to start?
Yeah, I could start. All right, let's see. Um, One thing I want to do differently, or break the generational curse, is I want to model the behavior I want to teach my daughter. So I don't want to just tell her. I was taught a lot, like, do as I say, not as I do.
Not as I do. Yeah.
Girl. So I don't think that works because it's like I'm be cussing and she cussing. So it is what it is. Okay. I can't blame her or whatever. But just say on a deeper level, they're gonna do what they see, they're gonna do what they know, like, and what they're taught. So it's like me telling you, take care of yourself, don't just manage everything and keep going, like you said. That's me. I just keep going, because that's all I know, but I don't take the time to really take care of me. So take care of yourself, seeking therapy if you need help, talking to, having that safe space, whether it's with friends or family or whoever you feel safe talking to, because it doesn't have to be me. And basically, I just want to model those things. And I had to unlearn that. So it's kind of like the same thing. I had to unlearn that, it's not okay or it shows weakness that, I need help or whatever. My mom did give me help at like 16, got me in therapy, but that wasn't something that she was taught. So she was trying to do differently for me. And I want to do the same for my child. So, yeah. What y'all think?
I don't know.
I agree.
You said
sure.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
What's one thing that you had to unlearn about, like, mental health, like what you learned growing up, slash, or I guess, or the generational curse that you want to break for your kids or your household
that you about to have?
Yes, soon, very soon, 2026. Right, there we go.
By 2026, that whole trip idea is gonna be out the.
You be alright.
It's okay. You can get pregnant.
The last trip. You go ahead and get pregnant on the last trip.
Right, and have the child in 2027. So we can have a 2027 baby. All right, there we go. We prophesied. Next.
Yep.
Go ahead, Mish. You had to put that in there.
Don't come to me. I don't know. Yeah, y'all. I'm just
All right, we're gonna come back there.
All right, I'll go. So one thing I had to unlearn about, or even learn, because I didn't learn too much about it growing up, was that it's not just for crazy people. Like, it's not just for after you go through something.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a helpful tool so that you can know how to deal with stuff when it does happen.
Yes.
That way you can be proactive and not reactive. So that's one of the things that I had to learn or unlearn about mental health. And as far as the generational curses, I mean, it wasn't too generational because, for better or for worse, my grandmama and my mom was married, which is kind of what made me want that foundation. And like the cousins who had kids, they got married later on, but just not to their kid's father or whatever. And I was just like, okay, so it doesn't matter when you do it, just when you do it right. And like with me, and yes, it's going to circle back to sickle cell almost every time because that is such a huge part. And it's so much speculation and lack of knowledge around it. Because with me, I was the only person in my family who had it. Like now my son also has it, which we kind of knew, like, to expect it once you know how genotypes work. We kind of knew what it was going to be, but I'm like, I want to make sure you have any questions, you can come to me. Because growing up, it was like nobody understood. And it was like, all right, so like my mom would, like I said, she raised me to be a strong Black woman. She's like, you don't use this as no excuse. Anything you want to do, you will do it. If there's a hurdle in your way, we will pass it. But don't ever say, oh, I can't do this because I have sickle cell. So I want to make sure my son knows he can do whatever it is on God's green earth that he wants to do, regardless of you having sickle cell. Like, if you want to go to college, go to college. I have no friends who went to, like, I went to community college. Hey, CCP. So, and then I have cousins or I have friends who went to Morehouse and Clarion, and they have sickle cell. So I was like, yeah, I was Well, I needed a hip replacement around college, so I wasn't going nowhere. But go out. If you can't stay there, transfer your credits. Come a little closer to home. You can still do the college route. You get both your experiences. You get for whatever you want. You can get it. I'm telling you now, ain't nothing stopping you. So that's what I want to make sure he knows. Because, like, that way you know somebody. Like, I know what you're going through. Nobody knew what I was going through. So that much I like. That's the generational curse.
I'm glad.
It was like a blessing and a curse.
Yes.
Because, like, a curse that you got it, but it's a blessing that I'm still
least,
here to get you through it. You understand?
Period.
Yeah. That's me.
I love that. CC.
And then there were two.
Oh,
There's only one left.
Which one of y'all going to go?
CC.
I would say more of that I didn't know that I do know now that it is actually real. Like, it's real. It was not talked about heavy growing
It's
up.
taboo.
Yeah, it was just like, oh,
It was
okay,
like
you'll be all right,
therapy.
get over it.
Like,
Brush it
there's
off.
something wrong with
you'll be
you.
all right. Now it's like, okay, hold on. Let's take a moment. Let's really figure some things out. So it's like, it's a more of an eye opener now. More of a, like I said before with the curse thing, I want my daughter to experience what I did not. When I was younger, we did not do trips. That's why anybody who knows me now, I started a family tradition for New Year's.
Oh,
told who
sorry.
Oh,
that?
sorry. I was just saying we're the same.
I
We're
said
the
I
same.
told her that already. I said you
What?
was
We have a lot in
similar.
common. We have a lot in common. That's all.
Oh.
When you be talking about
Yeah, cause see, I didn't do a lot when I was younger. I
me
didn't.
either.
Like, I think my world went upside down at 10 years old. So it was like I didn't really have no one to like lean on. So I want to be there for my kids. If they ever have anything that traumatically happens to them, I want to be able to help them the way that I wanted to be helped. So I want to break that. And then also, like I said, I didn't really do trips. I didn't really start doing trips until I got to high school because of my grandma. But so with my kids, we have a tradition to every New Year's, we go away. We're not home. We go somewhere, whether it be Myrtle Beach, whether it be Florida, whether it be Virginia, whether it be, Delaware. It doesn't matter. As long as we're all together and we're away, I want to make that a thing so that my kids know that travel can be a good thing for their mental health, to see other things, not just keep seeing the same thing throughout the whole year. You just, and then also that it's okay to express your feelings. Because I always felt like it was like a shutdown. Like, I hear you, but you're not really listening to me. It was, that could be more of why I never really talked to my mom, because I feel like she was listening, but I don't feel like she heard me. So it was like,
They don't think kids go through nothing.
Right, so I didn't say nothing, and like I said, my upside down world was when I was 10. I know at 10 I didn't really know how to express myself, but then when I got older, I tried to, but it was just like, again, it felt like she wasn't listening. So I was just talking, and she was not listening. So I just say, whatever. But I don't want that to be that for my kids. I want you to be able to come and talk to me. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm shutting y'all down and I'm not listening to y'all.
Right.
Or are you making me feel like, okay, well, my mom she's there, she's saying stuff, but it ain't going with what I'm saying to her. Like, it's not clicking. Like, I want to be y'all safe space, should I say. I want to be my kid. And like y'all said, I'm not your friend.
Right.
But I also want you to know that it's okay to come to me as if I am your friend.
Right.
And unlike a friend, I don't know how your friends are, but unlike them, I'm going to tell you, yes, you was wrong, why you were wrong, and how we could fix this. But you have to, I'm just giving on what I wasn't given, pretty much. And that's what I want to break. And I want to make sure that my kids understand that I love them through anything. Because I will go to war for my children. I will give to...
Period.
They
know I'm going
do
to war
anything
for
for my kids.
They know I'm going to worry about mine.
Listen,
I don't give a
try to
fuck
tell you.
who it is.
I don't
Never cared.
Listen, my kids will tell
Never
you, I
cared.
don't care who you are. My
Never
kids,
cared.
they could be wrong, but when I face to face, no, my kids
I'ma
is right.
check them.
You're wrong, and I'm correct them
Yeah.
on my own. I don't need to correct them in front of you. No, I don't want to do that because you don't know what that's doing to their mental.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, oh, my mom got their side, but she's telling me I'm wrong in front of these people. Like, how, you don't know what that's doing to them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
no, I just want to be there for my kids as somewhat how I wanted when I was younger,
Right.
and I'm gonna break all of that.
Yeah.
And I've
Me
started.
too. Yeah. Me too. Here, yeah, let it.
All right,
You're not going. You're not
I don't
going.
have anything.
How
You
don't
ain't
have
you
it?
ain't learned nothing.
What about the
about
one
mental
question?
I
One
learned-
thing you had
that's-
to
that was
learn
not
on.
the question, was it?
It
was.
was
What
what
did I
have
learn?
you learned about
It could
mental
be
health
learn or
now
unlearn, girl.
or unlearned
Mm.
about mental health?
About mental health. Yeah,
That you-
I said unlearn because it's maybe like a habit that you learned or
Yeah,
something
like
that you-
how
that was
you
incorrect.
really
but-
gotta be certain.
Well, what Sean
Certified
said is not
crazy
for
man,
crazy
something.
people. That part
Yeah.
I did. And in younger age, I thought it was just I don't have, like, mental health. What are you talking about? That's crazy people
Right.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all thought that. It was like, are you fucking crazy?
But as I got older and understood what
Understood
it
it
was,
better, yeah.
so then, like you said, it's not just somebody's crazy. It's just your physical, mental, like, you going
Right.
through something. You're something is not like, yeah. So that's something I learned, like you say, learned or unlearned, whatever you want, how you want
Right.
to say it. But that part, other than generational curse, I don't have no generational curse that I don't like. I don't.
Technically, that could be a generational curse when you have
okay,
your kids. You can
Right.
tell them. It ain't
Yeah.
just for people. If you got something to
Letting
talk
them
about,
know from
talk about it.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. All right. So that was we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. We went a little over. But drop in the comments any generational curses that you would like to break with your children, or one thing about mental health that you want to unlearn or that you unlearned in your adulthood. This has been another episode of Girl Spill That Tea. We play too much.
We talk too loud.
We love too hard.
We don't take no shit.
Bye.
See y'all.